Alright, let me go ahead and show you guys how I beat Venom pretty easily after struggling quite a few times. I'm going to show you my kind of basic setup at the time with my hunter class only. If you have dual archetypes, that's even better, but at the time I only had the one, okay? So I was my hunter. I used my Huntmaster M1 long range weapon, which was plus 13. I used the corrosive rounds on it, as well as the Slayer mutator. The repeater pistol I used as well with the healing shot, which really comes in handy no matter the boss, but especially this one because I needed it. So yeah, I pretty much kept distance as much as possible in this fight. When it comes to Remnant 2 in general, I believe keeping distance on many of the bosses is super important. And especially with this boss, because you're able to see when he's going to lunge at you. And because of the delays of these attacks, it can help you get in rhythm on when to dodge. Sometimes you have to delay your dodge. It's best not to panic dodge, because if you start doing that, you start mashing that dodge button, you're going to get hit. So watch for the timing of these attacks. Spend a step or two with your character between rolls, instead of one right after the other, because as you can see, he does have delays between his attacks. And if you take a step with your character, it will kind of bridge that gap between his attacks, and then you'll be able to dodge more accurately. So what I did was I activated my corrosive round mod on my long range weapon as soon as I entered the arena, and then I immediately start shooting. Try and get that big red target right on his chest and just put in as much damage as possible. My critical hits did really well on this attempt, as you can see. And then after getting those rounds out, I run to the left, get some distance, and reload. Set up again, shoot again. And right here, he's throwing his fireballs, which, because of the distance I have, doesn't hit me, which is nice. And what I did was I just kept moving around this building, and I somewhat started to use the building as a shield, almost like using a pillar in a different boss fight, using it as cover. It helps tremendously. So I just kept working my way around it, using it as a wall in a sense where he actually has to rise above it, as you can see, and that gives me even a better angle to shoot him. Before turning that angle, I did take a shot at this projectile that he put down in the ground. If you can do that, do it, because those will end up attacking you as well, and it's best to just get rid of them. So as I'm working around that building, I take a shot at it and then keep moving. And you can see this building is working nicely as a huge piece of cover. And I'm just using it to kind of keep between us. That way it's easier for me to run away. Now, I do get caught up a bit. I do roll at the wrong times. You're gonna see I get a bit sloppy, but I'm able to recover because of that distance. And I just kept moving, trying to do my best, managing that stamina with my rolling and running away. And that can be very difficult in this game because you can feel like your character is really slow. But it just takes practice. It takes managing the timing of your rolls, again, with the delays and things like that. And also in this fight, it's very important to listen to the audio cues. You can always hear when he's going to bring down these pillars of fire, this AoE damage stuff going on right here. You can hear it coming. Same thing when he throws his weapon. You can see him wind up and see that visual cue, but you can also hear it too as well when he throws it in and then goes up in the air and does a smash afterwards. Again, the timing, it takes practice, but you can get it down. The more you keep him in front of you, the more that you keep that distance and you visually watch what is going on and you listen to the audio cues, you will get better and better. Trust me, this fight gave me a lot of trouble, but all it took was a few deaths, a few times of me just really watching him and listening to him, and I was able to get the timings down. And that's all it really takes. It's like anything. It takes patience. It takes a few deaths to learn what is going on. So don't get too hung up on dying. As with anything when it comes to these kind of games, don't get hung up on dying. Don't feel bad about it. Sometimes it's needed just to learn what's going on. So hang in there. You'll be fine. You can definitely do it. If I could do it with this basic build and this basic setup, you can do it. I hope this video helps a lot. It's kind of basic, but really it's all about that distance. And a lot of bosses in this game, I feel that distance is just super important, like I said. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if it helped, and I will catch you in my next one. All right, bye.